Hey, it's Wolfy-Chan, and I'm back with another manga review. And this one is Volume 9 of Terraformers. I haven't gotten any more after this, so it may be a little bit more to do reviews on this one. So, sorry about that, but life happens. Woo. So, this one is an all-out fight manga, and it's one specific fight. Um, because we are going off of Davis's team, and she's trying to get everybody that's either injured or is kind of and bring them together. Well, what happens is that her caravan car, whatever thing, gets stopped by a cockroach, which I will admit, like, the cockroaches, their language is like Joji, Gigi, Joji. I don't really understand what they're trying to communicate or anything like that. But it goes to the bagworm moth, and that's a guy who was genetically engineered. And Michelle Davis get out, and basically she finds out that the ant or the cockroach that is holding up the truck is a bullet ant, and so that's the same one that her father had. Which so I have a thought about this, and ever since I've been seeing once they got back, is that the cockroaches are genetically engineering their people to have the corpses' abilities, are the people that they killed abilities to have the bullet worm, have the dragonfly, um, have a couple other things that the first mission to Mars had. So a lot of their people that are dead, they are genetically engineering most of the cockroaches to have these certain abilities. So, um, Michelle starts going to town on the guy who is a bullet ant, and the moth guy goes to town on this guy who's, I would have thought, their leader almost, because he's dressed more. And I'll go into their fight first because their fight actually doesn't last too long. It's Michelle Davis's fight that like takes up all of the book, which you can't blame. But their fight is the guy's really smart and I think has something to do with acid because it burns away the guy's silk. Um, and so what happens is the guy takes his katana out and like the other guy is throwing rocks or something so hard that it breaks, I think, a part of a jaw or like part of a cheekbone and a part of the top of the skull. And so they're getting more detail into that because I'm thinking that means it's really hardcore damage and they're going to be out of commission for a while. And when I say they, I will explain more. Um, but our bagworm guy takes out his short sword, which is a more ninja sword. And the guy, I the thought process I'm guessing to the guy was that, like, oh, I don't have to worry about this, it's just a sword. So he tries to kick his butt, and in fact, the bagworm guy actually cuts him in half and then is out of commission a little bit, because he's in a bit of pain. Now switch to Michelle Davis, and we get more of her life growing up and how her life has been. And she basically starts out with, you thought by getting my father's ability that it would, shake me a bit. If it was anything other than today, it might have. But today I am done with everything. I am pissed. This is not okay. And basically goes, I don't care if you have my father's ability. I will kick your butt. And so they start going to it. Which the cockroach and her are very fairly matched, actually. Punch for punch, pound for pound, it is a dead on fight, which we then get glimpses into her family life. Her father wasn't around to tell her more about the bullet worm and stuff like that, but she had to learn. But she found out that she was such a strange kid. Um, that she would grow antennae at times, and that would freak out the other kids, which made her unpopular, and she wasn't happy about that. She wanted to be normal, but she was not going to be normal anymore. Who would have thought? But then she grows up and decides, you know what, I have this ability, it's part of my genetics, I'm going to go for the NASA. And so she does, and she becomes part of the team and stuff like that. And she is very determined. The captain of the Japanese squad is like, I've known your father, and are you sure you want to join this? And she's like, this is the only thing that could probably make me feel normal. Thus, we go back into the fight, and she is getting pretty pummeled and getting pretty hit. So is the guy, but it is pound for pound not a winning. It starts to become a not winning fight to her. But the bagworm, after he has kind of won his fight, I was going to say lost, but he won, starts helping her, which we then see the whole skull thing. The guy punches her, and a bit of the side of her skull is cracked, and then like it throws something and it kind of cracks into her skull or arms. So she knows that she's running out of time, but she is not giving up at all. It is a full out fight. So what happens? Well, fun story, I guess, is that she does not get down. You'd think she gets punched right into a wall, she might be out of commission. Nope, that is not what happens. She gets back up and is angrier than like super angry, and starts punching. And so then the guy who has the moth ability basically helps her, and they capture him. Basically, dude's out of commission at that point. And so she collapses, and he's like, good that we are in a fight together. And she's like, yep, tired of this. Then, unfortunately, by the end of it, they get captured by China, which, as I said, we saw more about their skulls and stuff, which means they're basically out of commission. I would say for a volume or a half of a volume. So they get captured by China, and China decides, and it's this one guy, takes him and ends up bringing him back. And I'm guessing they're going to capture everybody and hold them hostage, or basically make this mission a dud. I don't know where this is going, but now that I know that they're going to take all these people and make sure they don't get off of planet, this is going to be a big fight. So it's very interesting. I want to see more, but gotta save money for physical copies. They're expensive. But very cool. So, if you liked this video, definitely leave a like. Leave it in the comment section below. What are your thoughts on Volume 9 and what's up with Rome? And no spoilers, though. If it's spoilers in Rome, I'm okay with not knowing. And if you would like to subscribe, it's depending on you, but I definitely put up some videos from Monday to Friday. Get that button in red. It's a really good button, and I try to do different things, different mangas, and different anime anytime. So I hope that you've been having a very wonderful, wonderful day. And if you want to follow me on Twitter or Facebook, the links are down below. Wolfy-Chan out. Bye.